TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
The boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son,
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth.
The hell was that?
you're.
What it do? What the business is? What's good?
That's why the hood don't have no Avengers right here. Right here, dog.
It's your boy Mel, and we are back in the building again, bringing that barbershop talk to the box office, baby. TruVue Podcast. Caw-caw. Caw-caw. Let's get let's get it. Let's go, man. Caw-caw.
Wake up.
Yes, sir.
He was watching the movie. That's all it was.
That's all that was.
He was watching the movie. Y'all know what's up, man. TruVue Podcast. Let's get it. Let's go.
Oh man, get the goddamn.
That's how his environment was looking over there. Yo, once again, thanks again for tuning in. This is Grown Man MJ in the place to be with the people to be with, the man who keep it real on the reels. I still love everybody. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it, man. Cheers, gentlemen. All right. What are we diving into today? Well, The Crow. What is The Crow, you might ask? And this is what I'll tell you. In the reboot of The Crow 2024, we follow the dark, supernatural journey of Eric Draven, a man brought back to life by a mysterious crow to seek vengeance on the people who brutally murdered him and his fiancée. As he is guided by the crow, Eric uses his newfound abilities to hunt down the gang responsible for his death, unraveling a grim and poetic story of love, loss, and retribution. This gritty reimagining of the 1994 classic embraces a darker and more modernized tone while maintaining the themes of love, justice, and revenge.
And vengeance.
The Crow. Categorized as an action, fantasy, supernatural thriller directed by Rupert Sanders, who has brought us those wonderful movies such as Snow White and the Huntsman, Ghost in the Shell, and The Day After Tomorrow. Based on the original comic book by James O'Barr, screenplay by Zach Balin. The Crow. Let's dive into it, gentlemen. Where, oh where should we start?
Look at me now.
Oh.
Look at me now. Oh.
I'm kind of interested to know with fresh eyes what Zoe's take on this was.
So I was a bit confused on this joint. I would say until, I guess, the revelation period of the film. But let me stick to the script, though, to look at me. I felt they, and this is me not seeing the original.
Mm-hmm.
I felt you really had to use your imagination, to tap in with a lot of the way this joint was filmed.
Okay.
You know, it had a very futuristic type vibe, reminding me of something like Sin City, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, even Max Payne almost, you know, in a video game style. That part of it I felt was real dope. But on the flip side, I felt a lot of it kind of was too, you know, what's the word? Like they almost tried to do some futuristic Shakespeare shit a little bit to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just the whole style, and I just couldn't really dig it. You know, this is more per taste. You know what I'm saying, on my end. You know.
No, that's not far off, because in the first one they don't dive like heavily into like the love story between the two. You just kind of just opens up with them being, you know, victimized, and you know, him being thrown out the window and dying, and you know, she was raped and killed, so to speak, and he ain't even, you know, get to really do his farewell the way they did in this joint, so to speak.
Now,
So that was a real big difference in this one, and that kind of, to me, was, I don't know, I liked it and I didn't all together. I don't know. It was a weird twist. It had a weird twist on the retelling of it. Go ahead, man.
Original or this one? You saying it got the weird?
This one.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. See, I'm kind of with you. This one, I do appreciate those factors that Zoe brought up with the comic book and whatnot. You know, it gives you that Max Payne, it gives you the spirit. But this version of it is mostly it's meant to be the comic book come to life. The original one was it took more of like the gothic genre at the time when it just, like, I won't say that the gothic genre had just started, but it was being more popularized back in '94. I'm guessing.
Yeah, with the Batman and all that other shit going on.
Yeah, with that,
Yeah.
the music, they focused on in the original. They focused more on him being a musician and whatnot. So that's why that soundtrack slapped back in the day. This one,
The soundtrack was cold. Yeah, the soundtrack was cold.
I don't really remember the soundtrack with this one, but
This one, it wasn't necessarily more so. It wasn't necessarily about the soundtrack like the first one was. I agree that first soundtrack did go hard, but this one was more about
visuals,
the sound with the visuals and the action sequences and things like that, which I think were played up way better.
Okay.
Like that scene where they were at the, I guess, the opera or ball, they were at some performance. And when he was walking through and they were playing all that music and the way he was chopping up mugs and then it ended with him, you know, on the kills, I was like, yo, they did that. They couldn't have did that any better for me. I thought that shit was perfect. I thought that was, you know what I'm saying? And along with him transitioning into that other world and coming back, all of those sounds, and I thought it was dope. I thought it was real dope. I thought they did a good job of capturing the audio design of the action in this joint.
Okay. Yeah, and see, my love for this mostly came from the visual aspects. Like it made me feel like I was looking at a comic book, like reading my graphic novel, so to speak, like with the pictures and the things that they were capturing in this. But you know, the fighting scenes were good. The colors that they were using, I mean, again, that goes back to the graphic novel though. Like they were giving me darkness. They're giving me like a dark, gritty thing, and the splatters of blood was really red. Like it was, yeah. I was a comic book nerd in this one, so I was just like, oh yeah, okay, all right.
So you say they fulfilled that definitely?
Yeah, they did.
I thought so. I thought the whole angle with the demonology that they had going on was cold, because that wasn't involved in the original.
No, that was
and
not.
So me not even diving into like the comics at all, I thought that was a cold part that they brought to this, and it made the villain more realistic versus just some hoodlums who just randomly evicting and raping folk. You know what I'm saying? Dang. Excuse my language.
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård played a better Crow, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of. He did. I'm gonna get a lot of flack from my, you know, the people that really follow this franchise, but Bill Skarsgård played a better Crow, but I love Brandon Lee's story better. So I wish they would have took Bill Skarsgård and just swapped him out. It's like they put Bill
Yeah.
over there with the original Crow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because he's a
No,
phenomenal.
because I went back and watched the original right after watching this, and I was like, oh man, the acting difference is so vast. And it's like we really went to the theaters to watch Brandon Lee kick off that wall on top of the building. Like we was kids, man. We didn't know better, man.
He's a fighter. He's a fighter, so his fight
Yeah,
scene.
and the fact that he, died during this franchise and all of that stuff, I
Yeah.
think that added to it as well. And knowing the connection with him and his father, I think that had a lot to do with the draw for this movie. And going back and watching it, it was like they almost had to kill that man for this movie to be any good.
God
So
damn,
it was like, it was. I mean, rest in power, man. But I mean, I love everybody for real. I do, but I mean, I watched the two and I was like, man, this wasn't that good of a movie. Now I'm watching it again.
Yeah. I mean,
The tropes in the 90s were horrible, dog. The tropes in the 90s were coming off that 80s. It was bad, bro. It was real bad.
you right. Yeah, you can't. You right. Just like I can't argue. Like I love this. Like I'm part of the cult following that people be talking about. Like, oh, they gonna love this movie. I love the original Crow, and I will watch it and stand by it hands down. But if you ask my honest opinion, Skarsgård is the better actor out of the Crows. So I can't lie, man. Brandon Lee came
Let
up.
me ask you this. Do you think because the movie had a decent budget for it, but it didn't do so well in the box office? It got kind of killed in the box office. Do you think that it was because it was not necessarily a reboot, but that it was a reboot and it didn't have any, like, not to sound crazy, but it didn't have no American names on it? You know what I mean? It was done in the Czech Republic. The two leads were British actors, and this is traditionally an American franchise through the comic series and all of that. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, most definitely. But as far as I don't know. I think Skarsgård is an up and coming name. He's
for sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
like-
After watching that Boy Kills World,
gosh,
I was looking forward to this, watching this shit for straight up. Yeah.
no, he's a great actor, man. But not a lot of people know his name and everything. And now that you bring that up, I'm thinking about the casting list. They don't really have a big draw, so they put this out strictly pulling for nostalgia factor, knowing that the people that have gone to see this that love the original, we're gonna bash it. Like that's just what it is. Don't come for the original. Sorry. Like don't.
I thought this was a good franchise to go after.
No, leave it alone.
For someone to remake, I thought this was a good one to go after.
If
considering that it could not have been continued on, this was a good one to reboot, and somebody could have had a 3-movie run off of this easily.
You got a good argument. I don't have a rebuttal, but I'm gonna still say leave it alone. Just because don't mess with my original, man. But I have to admit Skarsgård is the better Crow. But Brandon Lee had the better movie. So I just think that,
that's arguable.
It's arguable, but I really feel like this movie came up short compared to the original.
Shout but shout it, 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 shout but shout it.
Like so watching the movie again.
Yeah. What was you confused about in this joint?
I would you was telling us up. All right.
Yeah, for me, well, I think confused is kind of the wrong words to say, but I think the writing was just a bit, scattered. I'll say that. Just as far as how they, mapped it out from start to end. You know, like I said earlier, and to look at me, you know what I'm saying? It really didn't click and make sense until the end. And I guess that's the objective of writing, but I think they could have pieced it a little better. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was great imagination, you know what I'm saying, with the story. You know, if you really think about it, you know what I'm saying? Your I don't want to give it away, but you know, your loved one passed, you going into the ethers to save them, you know what I'm saying, bring them back, and then you swap it out for them. You know, that's a great concept, but I just felt, you know, it was a bit over the top, in my opinion.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I'm thinking What Dreams May Become with Robin Williams. That's exactly what he did. He went into hell. He got his wife, brought her ass back. But the pacing was awful in this. Like it was all kinds of off. Like I think that's one of the big negatives with this is the pacing. And I enjoyed them focusing on the love story, but I think they focused a little too much on it. When I saw this, and again, after we saw Boy Kills World, I was ready to see them action sequences. I wish they would have hit me with a lot more action sequences and really let Bill Skarsgård get off on that, because he has the athletic ability to, you know, really capture and hold a screen, and he's capable of doing these fight scenes. I wish they would have let him do his thing more. That's
let me jump in because you touched on a lot. Now, I was along the lines of Zoe when he first said confused, because I was confused with that. Okay. And it may be due to your point about the pacing, because ain't no way if I got a chance to get my life back, I'm finna swap it for a motherfucker I just got out of rehab with. Just met out of rehab. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like that shit wasn't even a month long. They was entangled with each other. You know what I'm saying? They was madly in love or whatever. So I think they could have definitely, you know, zoomed in on the love story and maybe had more telling of their love story through flashbacks.
Okay.
Along the way. That might have helped with the pacing, because the action of this definitely carried this joint. And
it took
I thought the action in this was better than the first one, and that's why I was like, okay, I'm fucking with this, and I can watch a second one. I ain't gonna front, because of the demonology aspect that they had going in here too. So that part, those two parts right there, I think they missed on both of them, but they actually heightened it from the first one at the same time, if that even makes sense. You know what I mean? The execution was off.
I get what you're saying.
You know? Yeah, but the pacing definitely was terrible though. Yeah, that alone I think was drying the movie up. Really, it is.
Yeah, because I mean, you look at it. This movie was 1 hour and 51 minutes, and I'm like, why? I didn't understand. I was like, I get the story. I'm like, y'all could have wrapped this shit up in like 1.5 hours, bro. Like it would have been
real talk. Yeah, 1:20.
Oh man. But I mean, besides that, the pacing and everything is we gonna have my diehard Crow guys and girls out here that's don't touch it. I was like, that's one of the biggest.
So you think it's a real diehard community that helped to bury the movie? Like they weren't going to see it just based on the first one.
Yeah, don't touch it. Like, yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot, because you think about it, that jump that was
is it because Homeboy passed, or is it more so because of the comic itself?
Not that I'm not sure, because there is a very huge following. Number one, you have all of your goth people that followed this, and then you had the martial art people that really respect Brandon Lee, and it's just the time that it came out, leather. Crows fighting
leather. This was leather.
I'm just being honest.
Oh my god!
It's like the
90s was a bad time.
That's a
the 90s was toxic, dog. The 90s was toxic.
It was a lot of leather, bro. It was a lot of leather. And then you think about I think about it, even hell, you go into wrestling and Sting. Shit. They fucking.
I think that helped the movie again. That's another
You know what I'm
aspect that
saying?
helped the movie
So
back
the rest of
then.
the fans, bro, like it's like,
Yeah, I get it. But I mean, this shit was cold. The way he came about getting the jacket in this joint, the way the telling of his connection with the Crow was, I think, was better in this joint.
I felt like they didn't utilize the Crows enough. Like I wanted to see the Crows come down
Yeah.
and get some action or something, bro. They was
I
just like,
mean, he didn't have like the vision that the Crows had in the first one, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like they just opened up the first movie with that whole mythology. I don't know, man.
I wish they would have did.
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know. Then I think what's also killing this shit is an interracial love story at the same time.
Yeah, but I think that's. I mean, you know.
I mean, even though the first one was too, but I mean, my man Brandon Lee was a little more white adjacent.
Oh yeah, he is a lead. I forget.
Right. Cause he went and ducked in real quick. He was like, I'm gonna sit over here for a minute.
Yeah, he is a lead. I forget about that. But yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I think it was with this one though, is more like I didn't really care about the love story because it happened so fast.
That wasn't important in the first one. It wasn't important in the first one. What was important was him coming back and getting busy, getting to it, finding out who did what and hunting them down.
And I understand why they did it, because you have to make us, pretty much fall in love with the character. Like I always say, you had to make them fall in love. And I just felt like they beat a dead horse with it though. They drug us along a little too much and then jump off of it.
Like I think the real issue is we don't understand druggy love, dog. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand how two hypes come together and the intermingling, explodes with passion in between the two of them, and they are forever bonded. We don't understand that, man.
No, I don't. I'm not even going.
Yeah, we don't get that, and I think that's where they missed that, because these was two hypes, man.
Damn, when you say it like that, Mike, god damn, man. He said this, god damn. But it's true. Like, you're not lying. But damn,
it was two hypes, fam.
Man, oh,
they was straight out of rehab.
They wasn't saying no. I tell you that.
Yo,
God no, man.
Oh my God, and we don't understand junkie love.
I don't understand junkie love, but I don't. At least the acting was addictive, right? Or maybe I don't know, man. Like it. You know what?
It wasn't bad. The acting wasn't bad, but I think if they had a cast that was recognizable, a name that was a draw, this would have did much better.
Yeah, me too. Okay, everybody meet Mr. Me Too.
Oh, well, let's see. I'm trying to think. Somebody, Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan as Crow. You gonna make him black?
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan.
I ain't mad. I was thinking the one dude they always go to.
Ryan Reynolds.
No, not that Ryan. The other dude. He played in the Gray, Mr. Gray.
Mr. Gray.
Yeah, wasn't it Mr. Gray or something?
Oh, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I was thinking him.
Okay. Yeah, he could put. You know what? Ryan Gosling is the Swiss Army knife. That motherfucker can damn near do anything. So you could pretty much toss him at anything.
And I was thinking, what's her name from? She was in the movie with Denzel's son.
Zendaya.
Zendaya. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do them too.
Yeah. Ryan Gosling and Zendaya.
That'll draw some motherfuckers to the theater.
Oh, that'll definitely draw some motherfuckers to the
theater. Yeah. Rest in power. I wish Ray Liotta was alive to play the ghoul dude at the same time.
You said who?
Ray Liotta. I think he would have been the coldest ghoul dude.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would have liked to
Rest
see
in power, though.
Let me see Sam Jackson do the ghoul.
That's not a bad one either. Hey, hold on, we gonna Negro-fy this.
Yeah,
Michael B. Jordan as the Crow. Hold on, Michael B. Jordan as the Crow. Let me see.
Or Mahershala. You put Mahershala as the ghoul since he ain't getting Blade no more. He needs some work.
I put Michael Ealy as the Crow.
Is Michael Ealy too old now?
He ain't tall enough. That's the problem.
Damn.
That's the problem. That's the real problem.
Okay,
that nigga ain't gonna be able to kick nobody in the head.
I got
that
one.
Motherfucker short as hell.
I got one for you. Lakeith Stanfield.
All right. As the Crow?
As the Crow.
That's not a bad one. I can rock with that.
I like Lakeith. And then you know what?
I can rock with that.
Give me Lakeith and Janelle Monáe.
Yeah, okay. Now we talking.
Yeah.
Is that a draw though? Is that a draw 50 mil?
I think Lakeith is. Janelle,
I think Janelle up there too.
I was gonna say Janelle is.
Especially on the acting side, she cold.
She is cold. But I think after that, what was that one movie where they were? Oh gosh, she was playing a slave, kind of.
I know what you're talking about.
Name of it.
Damn, man. What I know this on the tip of my tongue like a motherfucker.
I didn't try.
You supposed to be the guesser, man.
I know. I know.
I'm not supposed to be the guesser, man.
I know, man.
You talking about Antebellum?
Antebellum. There we go.
That movie was fire, though. That movie was fire.
But it didn't hit. It was fire, but it didn't hit. But
it didn't hit where?
Just in general public. Yeah,
wasn't that a streaming movie or no? That was released to theaters?
Yeah, that was released. That ain't do too well. Good movie though. Good movie. Great topic.
I thought it was fire.
Yeah, it was a good movie. But
a lot similar to that Blink Twice.
Yeah, no, I think, well, maybe after she didn't started, because she didn't started showing the titties and shit now, so maybe she will be a big draw. I think she might be a big enough draw. You know,
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It is everyone's favorite game show. Rename.
Nope. I gotta check the audience. I know I drag us to the line, but sometimes your ass you push.
Oh yeah. I be looking in this. I be looking at the sky when I be crossing the line, dog. I don't even see the line going across that. I be looking at the tree line, dog.
Mike, stop! Wait, goddamn.
You in Mexico, nigga. You didn't cross the line.
Oh man.
This is Cacaw.
This is Bird of Vengeance.
This is Sign Your Pity on the Run It By.
This is Flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted. Okay, this is Soul Sucker.
Soul Sucker. Okay. This is Rockstar Lifestyle. Might not make it.
This is Don't Believe the Hype.
Damn.
Double entendre.
Damn, that would hit me after. Damn. God damn it, Mike. Don't believe the hype.
Yeah. These are fentanyl feelings.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's what these are. Fentanyl feelings. That's what these are.
Oh, feelings. This is, I don't know, the Numbskull.
Okay. Birds of a Feather.
Ooh, okay. This is Emo Batman. God damn it.
Damn. The emo bat. That's what it is. The emo bat.
Oh.
Yeah, the Crow is the emo bat. That's what it is.
The Graveyard Shift.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Afterlife Assassin. This is
I Can't Feel My Face.
Damn. Damn. God damn, man. Yeah. Oh, Crow, you didn't.
Crow job.
The crowbar.
Yeah, crowbar. There you go. The crowbar clutch.
This is, I don't know, crow control, crows before bros.
Crows before bros.
The big payback.
Hey, we ain't talk about how he was gonna leave that bitch dead. He was like, yo, he's like, yo, I'm starting to feel again. He's like, you don't love for real, dog. He was like, this bitch wasn't shit.
Hey, man, it's true. Hey, no.
We ain't talking about none of that. Yo, that shit was funny as hell.
Here we crow again.
Here we crow again. The croak.
What'd you say? What did
the croak, nigga.
Croak. I was like, wait. I said, wait, what? Oh shit.
It didn't do good. It croaked.
Yeah, it did croak. God damn it. Death becomes him. Shit, man. Let's pick one.
Dead man walking. Yeah.
Dead man walking.
I don't know. I think we said the one that's supposed to be earlier. I can't remember though.
God damn it! I can't remember it. I can't remember it. I don't remember it, man.
Let's go with croak.
Croak.
CrowKED. Croaked. Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah. The official TruVue rename.
It has not been getting resounding recognition or reviews. So yeah, and the box office is telling the story. 50 mil up. They only gross what 20 something back.
20 something, dog. That's what you get.
30 mil loss.
Leave them damn classics alone. God damn it. Y'all gonna get enough. People are tired of the same old shit.
Honestly, if this shit came out with Lakeith Stanfield and Janelle Monáe, you wouldn't have been excited.
Oh, yeah. It would have been
different.
It would have been different because they would have already made it black. That's making it different right there. So you're gonna bring in a whole nother.
All right, what if they did the Ryan Gosling Zendaya pairing?
I'll support it just because Zendaya, because she black. But I mean,
you wouldn't have been excited.
Probably not. I would have been upset just like I was when I saw them.
I wasn't upset when I saw this. I thought it was a smart move. I just thought they didn't capitalize because of the location of where it was originated from, the actors they use, and it's not really y'all shit. You know what I mean? That is where it went left at, and you don't grab nobody from over here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even use an up and coming martial artist or something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Anything like that. That would have been smart, you know, and put it out. It's an American cult classic, you know what I'm saying? It kind of gotta go through this route again, and not to sound crazy, but that's just what the box office is showing, in my opinion. Like,
yeah, I mean they take everything else from us, I guess. See what they did to breakdancing. God damn.
Yeah, don't do that. Nah, don't do that to the UK. UK got some break dancers, dog. Don't put that Australian lady in the UK, dog. They are a province of the UK, maybe, but you know what I'm saying, they might be under UK rule, but I don't, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going that far with it, dog.
Look, man, they just all taking our shit, bro. They taking our shit, they fucking it up, and then they try to give it back to us all dirty and shit.
And it's all raggedy. Yeah, you didn't ward loose and ragged.
We didn't give it to you like this. What are you doing? What are you doing?
CD all scratched up on the bottom and shit.
Like, is that hair? The fuck you got this hair and shit hanging out this mother? Anyway, all right, I'm sorry. I digress. You know what? I'm gonna probably listen back to it while I'm editing, and we're gonna give it the proper rename, or we'll just go with Croaked if I can't find it. So either way.
All right, that's fair enough.
The official rename, and then the official TruVue score is that's rough.
Man, y'all really tanked this joint with this 2.45 overall, man.
Oh. Yeah, 2.45, man. Was it just? I don't know. Yeah, man. Let's hit it with the 30-second elevator pitch then, Mike. If you are looking for a movie that proves that some stories never die, then this here movie is for you. If you are looking for a movie that proves that leather jackets never go out of style, well, this here movie is for you. If you are looking for a movie that proves that this crow isn't here to deliver good news, it's here to bring hell. Well, this here movie's for you because this show brought the hell and bust the gates of hell wide open because it had me saying, what the hell? I don't think I'm going to recommend this, and I'm most likely not going to rewatch this, but I will rewatch the original, not part 2, just part 1. Maybe even the cartoon, either way. But I'm not rewatching this. I'm not gonna recommend this, man. I don't know, man. I think I'm not gonna recommend this to anybody though. But hey,
man, let me see here. First off, if you've seen the first one, you must go see this one. You must have some reference. You must have some.
Why you gotta force people into that, man? That ain't
no, because if you've seen the first one, you must have a stance to defend or recommend. Me, I'm gonna recommend. I think this is a decent film. I'm a new fan of Bill Skarsgård. I think his action movies are, satisfying enough. He do some thrilling shit. So I'm gonna recommend it on those bases. The storyline of this, I think, has more to build on for a second or a third sequel. So this is gonna be something that could stand if it does better in streaming or something, but these box office numbers might not get you a second movie, but I think it does have the ability to do a second movie.
Yeah. Well,
and don't be one of them old.
It's too late.
Be Vanguard.
God damn it.
Yeah. I'm going. Yeah, you can't do that with everything, man. I thought this was a good franchise to go after, man. Especially the way it ended, and they tried to bring it back a couple other times, low key.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it was a lot of failed attempts.
Maybe so. Maybe the comic book wasn't that good. Maybe that, I don't know. I didn't read the comic book.
It could be, because I even thinking about that, I was like, I don't think I really read too many of them. like too much.
Like this wasn't. I recognized the movie before I even understood it was a comic book, and I didn't understand it was a comic long after I watched the movie. You know, we watched this one our early teenage years, and I didn't even know it was a comic till I was probably in college or something.
That makes sense. That's respectable. But I will ask one thing: why in the hell did they do it? What that means?
No one knows what it means.
What does it all mean, Basil?
So, what are you trying to say?
What is your message?
They did this because in America we've been going through an opioid crisis, and they were trying to show us that hype love is eternal, dog.
God damn it, Mike. God damn it, man. Don't underestimate the quiet ones.
Message. For real. For real. Once you go black, you don't go back. You know
You know what? Let's end that on a high note, God damn it. All right, man. Hey, man, we might get it right. We might get it wrong. I don't think we got that one wrong. But y'all can let us know on over there. Head on over there to TruVuePodcast.com. That's TruVuePodcast.com. TruVue podcast.com, where you could like, subscribe, share, and comment to help us defeat the all-powerful algorithm that's trying to hold the Black Pod down. And thank you for riding with us over at the YouTube, man. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications, the thumbs up, the subscribe button, the share button, and drop something in the comments that you want us to review, because we here at the TruVue Podcast know that it's not just about our review, but it is the conversation with the crew. So you go ahead and put that in the comments and we'll make it do what it do. TruVue Podcast. Let's get it. Let's go. That there be the end of the show. Thank you for riding with us at the TruVue Podcast. And you know what the hell we always say. Goddamn food, man. I tell you that goddamn life. Death is only the beginning, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Some stories never die.
Yeah.
You can't run.
If you own the ether, you're in the ether, nigga.
Damn. True love lasts longer than life. Sometimes you gotta die to make things right.
Right. Go watch some shit.
God damn.
TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Them boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.